on second thoughts, let's not. It is a silly place.
Right.
All right, I'm recording now. So this is to preface entirely a just test session. We are on Daggerheart. We've got our sort of characters laid out. We've got James on the top left of my Discord panel. He's playing a bard. If you want to introduce yourself.
Yes. I'm playing Juniper Tenore, another bard in a long lineage of bards famous in the realm. But she unfortunately was born to be a maiden or one that helps the adventuring bards as opposed to going out and doing the adventuring herself. And so her twin brother Cedrus was the adventurer, and she, being the second born, was the maiden to Cedrus, meaning that she took up repairing, looking after, helping raise, like on of all of like the what would be more traditionally uh, feminine roles, and Cedrus was the uh, warrior as bards can be. But her brother went missing, and so she's taken it upon herself to go out and find him.
Interesting. It's very cool. If you don't know, I'm Toby. I'm going to be the game master tonight. It's about all the information I can give you. What about you, Will? Let me hear about your character.
Yeah, so my character is a clank named Gladys. The background is that I was invented by a sort of person within the mountains to sort of be a guardian at the door. Unfortunately, my inventor died, but some of his parting words were something that entailed going on to sort of live my own life, find my own purpose individually, and so essentially, you know, James's character and myself ended up sort of discovering each other within a town after we were both sort of individually attacked. But otherwise, I'm sort of this lanky robot who is a sort of stoic presence with a more threatening aura that you could say. Um, so, sort of just has robot capabilities, robot personality, not a whole lot interesting going on in the sort of connection of wires going up stairs.
That's very cool. Oh, Clank. All right. So we are playing Daggerheart. So this is a play test, open beta test. So we're still learning the mechanics just as much as everybody else that's currently playing this. So if there's some things that are said wrong or done wrong, I apologize. I have read through everything a couple times actually, but there are some things that I don't quite understand. Okay. So we did a kind of a play test run a couple days ago where Gladys and Juniper finally meet each other. They go from town to town looking kind of for Juniper's brother, which is Cedrus, correct?
Yes.
Cedrus is lost. They have kind of an encounter where, in the thick of this fog and this mist and this storm, Juniper's character feels Cedrus's like presence and actual Gladys himself, and he calls and beckons to her. What did Cedrus tell to you, Juniper?
Yeah, it's my twin brother reached out to me um, from beyond, and he said that I have to come and save him because he has realm changing information. I don't know what it is, just that the information that he has the ability to change the course of the fate of the world.
Awesome. So in that, you two arise after being trapped. You was trapped in some mud. You are filthy. It is raining. You know that you are relatively close to a town. You are close to the town of Beckton, where you have decided to make your way for the evening. Before we went to record, I did let you know that this town kind of greets you oddly, not in the sense that they make you fearful or kind of worried, but you're kind of used to going from town to town and thinking all these people kind of hate us. But this group of people do not. But you are currently on the outskirts of this town of Becton, where the people that you've been passing by, they're kind of making their way into their homes, trying to beat this storm that is setting in. But they aren't saying anything, hurtful or mean. They are welcoming, just saying, "Hey, how do you do?" or "How are you this evening?" Try to stay dry tonight, sort of things.
I mean, I greet them appropriately with all the poison grace that I can muster, being muddied and you know.
Very well. Very well. You are on the outskirts of it, but you do slowly make your way in. The town itself, kind of on the glimpse as you was coming up to it, isn't too large. I would say probably in, maybe 20, 30 buildings in total, with the average size being maybe 10 foot tall and about maybe 12 feet wide or 13 feet wide. They're not huge buildings. This is kind of like a almost a run of the town farming kind of village is what it looks like, to give you kind of a belief, or trying to put you into what you might be seeing.
Okay, so
Ooh.
all my character is definitely doing is sort of just falling behind. Obviously, sort of tracking behind Juniper, trying to see where she goes. Because at the end of the day, the rain really doesn't bother me. I could
Mm.
probably just be outside for as long as I need it, and as long as I don't get zapped.
Yeah, so your character's kind of on guard. Why don't you go ahead, real quick, and make me an instinct check, because you are on your guard. You are looking at this place. This is, of course, something you're kind of used to not really being well received, and people aren't looking at down on you or looking at you any differently. I would roll that just to check to see what's going on.
Okay. I got a 12 with hope.
12 with hope. You do get the sense that everyone here, it's kind of weird. Like your mind almost glitches when you walk into the city. Of course, you being a mechanical being, your mind kind of glitches, and you see everyone looks kind of similar, but it's nothing to super write home about. They're all probably humans or maybe elves. You're not 100% sure because, again, it's dark and it's rainy. But you do start to get the sense that everyone looks kind of similar. That there's no true characteristics differentiating people from others. Like they all kind of look, as you're walking by, they're like, oh, that person kind of looks like the last person.
My sensors pick up that there's a similar feature among all beings present within this town.
I noticed that too, Gladys. Good catch.
With that 12, you also see, Gladys, you also see that there is an infinity sign on a one of the buildings, because there's no words on these on the outskirts, because of course nobody can read. But there is of all of the buildings, there is one that has a sign of the infinity symbol that's outside hanging of it. That's one of the things you do notice as well.
Um, yeah, I can sort of point it out to Juniper, but as like, it's a sort of feature, but otherwise I don't think I would sort of make any extra note about it.
Is that an area that we would like to stay away from or gravitate towards?
Well, all of the buildings that you see have nothing on them. You do know that buildings that have signage is normally kind of said to be, one could be a store, could be a tavern, could be an inn. Um, with buildings without signs are normally seen as
Like
homes.
homes?
Hmm.
Okay. So the sign would give us like,
So it's the
okay.
only one that we notice.
Yes, that is the only one that you can tell. There's like a main strip of this said village where, like, the left side, it's kind of like a main street almost, where like the left side has no like kind of points or markers of any kind. The right side has the one, which is the infinity sign.
Check my can I, as a loreborn,
Mhm.
uh can I make a roll like a knowledge roll to try to remember or recall anything about this infinity symbol. And as
Yes.
a Loreborn, I get to make it with advantage. I like your hair, Evan, by the way. I got an 8 with hope.
Oh, thank you.
You got an 8 with hope. You don't recall totally remembering the infinity sign. We're gonna go back to when you saw Juniper. You did say that, or when you saw Cedrus. My bad. When you saw Cedrus did say he that had some kind of information that could infinitely change everything that you see. And the word infinity again kind of resonates in your mind.
Okay. I'm gonna turn to Gladys and be like, I think we should at least investigate this. It may have a clue for my brother.
If we're investigating and doing only that of the sorts, that's perfectly fine.
And I'm gonna start walking towards the building.
I follow.
So the building itself is, compared to the others, is a little bit bigger. Where all the other buildings are like maybe 10, 12 feet long. This one is maybe 30, 40 feet long. So you can definitely tell this is the building of the village. You always have that sort of thing. This one is definitely there with the loud sound of thunder and lightning. You make your way up to the steps with two broad doors that are kind of shut.
Is the door unlocked?
You go up and you jiggle it. Yes, it is unlocked.
I'll go ahead and just. There's nothing. I mean, as we believe this to be like a tavern or an inn or something like that, there's nothing preventing me from just waltzing in.
No, you can open the door.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. So you push the door open. Immediately, your eyes, both of you, kind of your sensors in your skeleton of this robot is kind of going off. It is super super bright. And you look, and the entire inside of this room or this building is completely white. And you see people walking back and forth, holding something in their hand. You don't quite understand what it is, but they're walking and they're talking. They are speaking in a common language. You used to be like, oh, Exhibit 1, they showed signs of just small decreases in blood pressure, so on and so forth, as they're walking by wearing coats. And you see kind of a lady behind a desk kind of looking through said manual of some sorts. But everything looks kind of just as it does there. There's nothing else pointing out except this huge white area with these doors, kind of white doors, white floors, white everything.
Can I go ahead and try to analyze if the people within this sort of building have, the identifiable feature that the people outside had?
Yeah, go ahead and roll an instinct check for me.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do that with the robotic analysis as well and spend a hope point to do that. So. That is a 15 with hope.
15 with hope. You do recall that as you are analyzing through, you kind of turn to the left, and one of the people are kind of just standing there, and they're taking notes. And you remember when you first walked into this town, the first person on the left looked exactly like her. Red hair, blue eyes, just kind of a really attractive woman, but you can remember that you just saw her and she looked like she was normal. You remember her saying, "Hope you stay dry this evening."
My face pattern recognition has picked up that someone who we saw outside is the exact same as somebody working inside this premise.
You also do find it odd as you're analyzing that nobody's come to talk to you. Nobody's really looking at you. They don't tend to mind that you're there.
Yeah, I'm relaying all this to Juniper, but
Yeah. I'm going to say, your recognition software might do the same to me and my brother. So I'm not too worried about that. But maybe we should
unfortunately
check the
there
front
is
desk.
unfortunately there is no database malfunction for twins.
That is concerning. I still think we should check the front desk.
Your character does talk about wanting to go and speak to the front desk, correct?
Yes.
So you see a blonde kind of woman where she's got her hair kind of wrapped around her left eye, and you can see kind of the right eye. Kind of a real emo vibe. That's really the only thing emo about her. She wants to be emo, but hasn't quite gotten there yet. Blonde hair. You can see the really pointy elven ear, and she says, "Do you have an appointment?"
No, but we just wanted to see if there were any inns available, or rooms in this inn, rather, that were available.
No inns, no inns. But we do have kind of a survey going on that if you complete, you can have lodging for the evening. It just so happened to be going on tonight, if you'd like. It is a survey.
What type of survey?
You answer a few questions, you lay in a bed, they take some measurements of you, they shut this door, read you for about 2 to 3 minutes, and it opens, and you walk freely out. Kind of easy.
Do any parts of these have to be organic?
Doesn't matter, actually. They test everything. It's very cool, actually. We actually had a person not too long ago sign up, and they were of your stature. No offense.
None taken.
Well, if it's giving us free rooms, I don't see why not. You said it only takes a few minutes, correct?
Yes, 2-3 minutes tops.
What are your thoughts, Gladys?
Juniper, if you're completely fine with this examination, then by all means, if it's a place for you to stay at night, I could be outside so long as I don't get zapped.
Oh, well, sounds like we have 2 volunteers. And she hands you a board with a pen and a quill for you to sign. It just basically says date of birth, name, height, weight, how likely are you to be in certain situations, anxiety levels, so on and so forth. It takes about 3 minutes to fill out.
And I lie on all of it.
As you do. But you, Gladys?
Can I try to notice that she's lying about it and just like peer over at her paper?
Oh, I'm not
Sure.
hiding. Well, I'm not hiding it from him, but I am hiding it from the lady at the front desk.
Yeah, he's just making up stuff because there's no way to really prove it, right? And she takes it back from you. She says, "Follow me." And she stands up and she walks you down this kind of hallway that on both sides are solid white doors going in and out, and people going in and out of them, doctors or what you think to be, what we know to be doctors, your characters, I don't really know. But you see the white coats, you see the glasses, they poking their hand up. And all of this does feel odd because they're wearing clothes that you've never really seen before. It was kind of crazy. But she finally gets you, says, "This will be your room." And she gestures into one of them.
I'll go ahead and go into the first room.
You both
Now
are
I'll turn
going
back to Gladys. Oh, we both go?
Yeah, both going to go in there. Yeah.
Okay.
So as you both go in, she says, "He'll be in with you in just a moment." And he shuts the door.
Who's he?
So in the room, you see 2 of the containers she was talking about. It looks like 2 beds that you can lay down into. It's going to shut. You see a bunch of monitors that are inside this, where like with tubing, stuff like that, that are inside of this machine. You see a place for a person to sit down and watch. But really, other than that, there's maybe 2 chairs that you both could sit in while you wait for the person.
This doesn't look similar to any normal living space that I've seen in my time.
Yeah,
No.
I'm starting to feel a little uncomfortable.
How
Are there any
uncomfortable.
windows?
No windows.
Can I check the
can I
lock
try
on the
the
door
door?
really quick?
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and roll a instinct check.
Uh,
No, go ahead and roll. It'd be finesse. Go ahead and roll finesse.
I don't know who did it first, me or James.
No, you can. You can. I'll let you.
Okay.
Look at this. That's called group role play.
I have a -1 by the way to finesse. So.
Oh wait, hold on, wait. Let me check my finesse before we just. This might require a little more tact. I'll go ahead and take it.
Me? Oh, you're
I
saying
got it.
you.
Yeah, sorry.
Or wait.
Ah,
Is this where we could do a
can you spend a hope and help me?
I could. Yes, I can definitely do that. Sort of give you an analysis on the door. So do it with
Okay,
advantage.
heck yeah. Oh, this is good. I don't even think I needed it, but I'm still gonna roll it just in case. Okay, I maxed the advantage die, so that's 18 plus 6, 24 with hope.
Yeah. You jiggle the door and it's locked.
That was unnecessary. If it was just locked, we could have just known.
Exactly.
I can just imagine your characters like just go like fighting over this doorknob. Yeah, it was just locked.
I feel like an over analysis of it would tell us like whether there's like any specialty feature to see whether we could see that we could unlock it or not.
Yeah. Can that 24 go towards trying to unlock it? It's like we could just freely know
Yeah.
that it was unlocked.
Yeah,
Or
so
unlocked.
yeah, your characters does any of you have tools that you could use to open the door?
Hold up. I have something called starting equipment, DM. Rule it.
It's GM now, not.
Oh yeah, GM. I have basic supplies. Does that include?
I don't think that concludes a lockpick, no.
I do have a secret key that I don't know what it does.
Try it.
I can certainly try the secret key.
So you try the secret key. Guess what?
It's locked.
There's no keyhole on that door, on that side of the door.
No.
Whoever locked this door, you signed up for this, and they are not going to let you out.
The secret key probably entails probably back to wherever I came from.
Or maybe I'll use it later. I'm glad you brought that up. I didn't know about the secret key. You have a part. You actually have a keyhole on your chest now.
No.
If you use the key, something bad happens. That's what starts and stops your heart. It's canon right now. A few minutes goes
It's
by.
as canon as the software updates. I'm not allowing either.
What? You just disrespected me. Software update.
Software update. You're
Dude, that
down
would
for
be
the next
The
8
person
hours.
who made me is dead, and I literally cannot get software updates.
Joke's on you. I made you.
He's connected to you from the cloud, my guy.
Exactly.
Heaven.
Maybe. Yeah, he's the creator or the architect. Ooh, dun, dun, dun. A few minutes goes by, and finally you hear the door begin to jiggle, and you hear the knock, knock. Oh, hello. Oh, we have two. Great. And he goes and he shuts the door. You hear a slight
Dang
click.
it, I wanted to.
You hear a slight
I was
click
trying to stick
as he
my
shuts
foot
the
in
door.
it.
Well, I guess we have two fine specimens and he sits down in the chair. Gestures to both of you to sit down.
I'll take a seat.
I'll follow Juniper's lead.
It seems that you two wanted a place to sleep tonight. Is this why you took this survey?
Yes, but I don't know that we are in as much need for a room tonight anymore. So if we could just be about our way, that would be.
It's always
Hopefully
it's always them who sign. He wants to pull out the document. It's like must see the survey to completion. It says that, and this is your signatures, correct?
Who is General Thorpe?
Roll. Let's see here. Roll a instinct check or a knowledge check to look at that signature.
Do I need to roll for my eyes?
Yep.
What's the signature that he put down?
Yeah. That's a 14 with hope.
Yeah, that's crazy because it says Juniper Tenore.
Honestly, I was really hoping you'd mispronounce my name and I'd be able to be like,
You liked it, didn't you? I listened. cold chill goes down the base of your spine as you
So
feel.
that is my signature.
Yes.
How'd they get that? I didn't write that down.
I don't know what
Oh,
part
but-
of you
oh,
put
but
that
you
down
did.
wrong. Unfortunately,
And-
on analyzing the signature, it looks like somebody committed forgery.
Mm. Go ahead and really look at that because that's Juniper's handwriting.
Me?
Yes.
Alright. Did my die go? Hold on.
I spent her fear point, by the way, so it wasn't completely cheating.
That's a 6 with fear.
Mm. That's a what?
Oh, with
6
fear.
with
Hold
fear.
up.
6 with fear. Okay. Get my fear point back. That is Juniper's signature, and that is also your signature on the line too. So, shall we get back to business? The survey is rather quick, 2-3 minutes tops. All you gotta do is I'm gonna hand you 2 boards. You're gonna fill out a survey. Then you're
So
gonna lay
while
down in the
he's
bed.
talking,
Mhm.
I have from my book of Iliad,
Mm.
I can open a line of mental communication with a target I can see. I want to use telepathy and whisper into Gladys's head and be like, "You think we could take him?"
Well, unfortunately, I can't telepath this, so I'm just going to physically say most certainly.
Mhm.
I'm going to look at him and say out loud, "That's what I thought." And then in my head, I'm going to say 3, 2, 1, and then I would like to cast slumber.
Cast lumber.
All right. That is a 10 with hope. Wait, no, a
Mm.
12 with hope.
12 with hope. He did. As soon as you cast slumber, you say 3, 2, 1, and in your mind, you just says, "Sure," and he falls like, and he hits the floor face first, asleep.
I'm gonna push him onto the bed,
Okay.
just so there's somebody there.
He's wearing the lab coat, right? Or
Yeah.
what? I don't know what is a lab coat, or
Mm.
at least Juniper doesn't. But
Oh.
I would like to take. Welcome back. I would
Sorry
like to
about
take
that.
that
Accident.
lab coat
Okay. You take the lab coat.
and put it on.
I'm going
Okay.
to, now that I see him asleep, attempt to smash the door open.
Okay.
Fortunately, I can't use my threatening aura for this. It's more of an intimidation sort of thing. Unless I could. I don't know.
Do what you got to do, man.
Are
You
there
tell the
any-
story.
Is there anything inside the
Daggerheart.
pockets? Are there anything inside the board? Shut your mouth.
So you-
Are there any keys or cards or anything inside the pockets?
Sure, you want to look at it? Look for it? You want to tap it
Yeah.
and see? Oh, there's a key.
But
There's
they,
also a deck of cards.
What
oh,
kind of cards?
he already has a key.
Just a pack of playing cards. No, there's no keyhole on the door, so it's just a key.
Oh, I don't know. As being a guardian robot, do you GM think that I could get my experience bonus of a threatening aura into smashing this door open?
So why would you get that?
Just being the sort of
Doors have feelings too.
Mm.
over-threatening
Doors
presence
do.
of strength. But
Well, in D&D, everything has an AC, so an AC means it's there, so it does have feelings. Sure, you
True.
can use it.
I mean, is this just a straight strength check?
Sure,
And then with the +3?
sure.
Okay.
That lets me know that we're not getting out of this door whatever you roll.
That is a 12 with hope.
12 with hope. So like you have like an aura that you use and you kind of can push something open pretty much. Yeah, so you just rear back and you kick his door right off the hinges. It was just a wooden door. And and you're just like and
That
you can
was
step out.
easy.
Mhm.
I'm gonna tell Gladys. I'm gonna say, I'll take the lead on this one, Gladys, and then keep using the telepathic communication way that we have, and try to give cues as necessary, and then keep the lab coat on and start walking very like prim and proper through the hallways and be like, "Follow me, subject."
And you're walking back to the doorway?
Yeah,
Okay, so they're like trying to leave like the place. Okay.
yeah.
So yeah, you make your way back. You of course you walked there, so you know how to walk back. And you hear like as you're walking by, the receptionist says, "Oh, and thank you for your visit." You just get to walk outside.
But that was easy. I was just gonna take the jacket off and like throw it off the side of the
As the
building.
thunder and lightning cracks as soon as you get outside. Both of you need to make a would it be a constitution? No, it would be do they don't have constitution in this game? Dang.
Got too much of a D&D brain.
I know, man. I've been
You
playing
gotta
too much.
relearn it.
Trying to think where
Agility?
trying to think where a frog friend comes into play.
Sure, roll
You save
a
us.
roll a agility check just for something.
Agility. Phew. I had a 7 with hope.
Everyone with hope.
Yay. I got an 18 with hope.
18 with hope. Cool. Both of you kind of feel your neck and back start to tense up. Everything starts to kind of hurt for a second. And you're just like, Gladys, what's going on? And you hit the mud.
Twice in one day.
And you wake up a minute later. And you're sitting in the chairs again. And the man greets you and says, "So, this survey is going to last just a couple of minutes. And both of your signatures being here, you have to take it. It says it right here. So, is it time for your survey?" All the room looks the same.
2, 1, slumber.
You wanted to do it again?
Bro, if you want to put me in a time loop, I'm gonna play the time loop out, my guy.
Okay, try it again.
All right. That is a 16, but with fear.
Ooh, okay.
My rally die.
Yeah. So you strike it, and he's like, "Ugh." Lands face first on the ground.
So I'm gonna
Is
smash.
this the same door that we already kicked in?
It looks brand new.
Still gonna smash the door open all the same.
Yeah.
You won't have to re-roll. You
Yeah.
didn't need to roll it. You just push it open, and you're able to freely leave the room.
But can I tell if anything is off as I'm leaving?
Sure,
Is that instinct?
sure.
God, my die. That is a 17 with fear.
Everything looks really normal. You slowly kind of tense up as you're walking by. We're created for experiences, but this kind of experience to your core is something that doesn't seem normal to you, Gladys. So you are kind of afraid almost. Not really scared in the aspect of shaking in your boots, but like this is kind of cringeworthy. Like, what's going on?
Do I notice anomalies in my AI?
Nope. Other than the glitch that you saw when you first entered into the town.
Oh, there was a glitch? I must have missed that. I apologize.
Yep, but you are freely able, and as soon as you get to the receptionist desk, she says, "Enjoy your visit," or "Thank you for your visit."
I'm gonna walk out the door again.
And you walk out the door, and it's pouring down rain, and you take your first step down the steps, and you start to tense up your back. You kind of freak out for a second, and you both slam into the mud. So this survey here, you have to take. It says right here on the line. Is
Telepathy,
this your
3,
signature?
2, 1, slumber.
Oh, you do it again.
Okay.
Okay, okay. Look, you do it again. We'll fast track that part. You got to keep rolling slumber. Unless you want, do you want to roll slumber again?
Nah, bro. If you're gonna give it to me for free, I'm gonna do it for free.
Roll slumber again, because I want that extra fear.
That's very likely that it is. It's a 10 with fear.
Mm. Okay. You haven't quite got to the point that you're freaking out yet, but you're getting there. And the guy just kind of tenses up and hits the ground asleep.
Can I try and sit and think really hard about the glitch that happened when we entered the town?
Uh, sure, but you need to roll with hope. I think you're going to need to really lock in for this, and it's going to take some time.
Okay.
Can I help him?
That is a crit on sevens.
Very good.
Never mind. Ignore me.
Yeah, so you feel kind of the essence that what happened wasn't normal. You start to kind of put the pieces back together, and in your mind, you see that there was a couple of people that as you were walking, you really focus in. Why did everyone look the same? That part you can't figure out. You don't know that part. But what you do know is that, one, everyone looks the same. As you think about it, you've now been in this building twice, now a third time. Even the doctor that you're, or what you think is something is administrating this survey looks the same as the gentleman who kind of waved to you when you walked by. Everything just isn't making sense. You're a computer, but you really can't wrap your brain around it. But you do know something is off. The glitch happened, may have messed with your internal sensors or your core or your brain. You're going to need a system update to fix it. I'm just checking. But something has messed with it. Juniper, you did say that you were kind of thinking on it too. Nothing out of the ordinary except you go back and you remember the sign of the infinite. You also remember your brothers say infinitely. You hear that in your mind.
So this time, as we come out the door, after thinking long and hard about it, I want to peek my head out, look both ways. Instead of heading towards the front door, I want to like go further into the building.
Very well. So, it was kind of a longer hallway, and you can take a left to go deeper into the hallway, take a right to go back to the entrance. So you're going to go to the left. Very well. People are still walking in and out, and everyone kind of looking at you a little bit differently now because, one, you two are patients. Why are you walking this way? You should be walking out the exit because you passed your survey. But they're not stopping you. It's not like a place that you still don't feel that anyone's threatening you. You have not got that instance yet. But you do feel that they kind of think it's a little odd that you're walking through this area.
As we're going down this hallway, are there like doors on either side of the hallway?
Yes.
Are there just other testing rooms, I'm assuming? Are any of the doors open or are
You
they all
can-
closed?
Yeah, I mean, you can try. Yeah, they're all closed, but I mean, you do see that a lot of them, not all of them, are locked. So, like, they lock the doors while the survey's being given. But there's some that are unlocked.
And I'm assuming that the unlocked ones are empty. If I wanted to just like
Yeah,
sneak a
you
peek
can
in them.
peek. Yeah, you can peek in it. Yeah, if you can assume, if you believe the assumption, yes, you could.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you can open. You can peek your head in.
Okay, I'm gonna look in.
It looks just like the room you were just in,
So
to the T.
okay, I assumed as much, but
Yeah. Roll a. Oh, you know what? No, don't roll. Don't roll. Everything looks normal to you.
okay. Then I want to continue deeper into the compound.
Okay. Did you want to check any of the locked doors or no? Like, you can unlock them and look in if you wanted to. You don't have to.
I assume they all just have patients in them.
Yeah, they're being tested. Yeah, they're being tested.
Sure, I'll unlock one.
Okay. So you unlock one. You kind of walk a little bit further. You unlock one. You can open the door. Quickly, while you do, go ahead and roll an instinct check for me.
Tough. It's with fear. Let me
Mhm.
see what I add to instinct. Nothing. Okay. It is a 13 with fear.
A 13 with fear. So as you kind of creak open the door, you kind of quickly remember in the fine print of what you signed is that someone would be standing over you as they tested you. When you open the door, you see that the container is shut. All of the monitors are going off. The beep, beep, beep. You see that on the right side, one of them is going on. The left one, there's no movement. It's shut, but there's nothing inside of it. To the right, you see kind of a green face, and you see the monitors kind of going off as a beep, beep, beep. But no one is watching. Everything else looks the same, but nobody's standing over this this person in this said chamber.
I would like to go look inside the one that has somebody in it and
You
look
see,
at 'em.
okay, yeah. When you look, you see a kind of a green, like a green figure with a mustache. This mustache is rather attractive to look at. You see test subject Bogart on the line. He's asleep. But in a
Is
state
it
of
easy to open this capsule?
yeah, you see this button that says open. Nothing happens. But you remember that in that guy who you put to sleep, he had a key. And there's a keyhole right there at the bottom. But you didn't grab it, remember? You grabbed it the first time. So you have to go all the way back there, grab it real quick, and then come back.
Not worth. Let's leave. Wait. Hold on. Let's take it back a second. How did I get in one of these locked rooms without the key?
So on the outside of it is the doorknob that has a lock on it, and you just unlocked it and opened the door.
Oh, so it's not like a key lock.
But this is
No,
different.
it's literally like a basic door with like a lock on the outside of it.
Oh, so like a deadlock.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. But like you ever see like those really cheap Walmart doors with the lock on it on the handle? Like these like really cheap Walmart
that
doors.
kind.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you need me to pry
that's
the
the
subject open?
Yes, please, Gladys.
Or do
Roll a
exactly
pride
that?
roll a pride check.
Pry check. Would that just be
Pride.
strength?
We're definitely gonna tell
okay.
Critical Role to add that pride check.
15 plus hope.
15 with hope. So you're able to kind of just stick your finger in it, and you're able to jiggle it around, and you hear as the machine powers down, and you see this kind of like green frog man just asleep, and he whispers, "You gotta kiss him to wake him up." No, he doesn't say that, but that's a great Family Guy reference.
I'm definitely gonna check his pulse first.
He is alive.
Ribbit.
Oh my.
The next thing I can do is sort of calmly wake him up.
He shakes you violently. You're awake.
Oh,
You also
what is
thought you were
going
having a
on?
seizure.
What is going on right now? Who are you, Monsieur?
Could you tell us more about how you ended up in this facility?
I was desperate. I was. Let's see if I can stick with this French accent. This is not gonna be very good.
You 100% should. Every time you don't, you get a DM disinspiration.
You mean
You get an
a
extra fear
GM
point.
disinspiration?
Nobody says that.
Disinspiration.
Oh, Monsieur.
You could
Just
always
need a
be
place to
putting
stay.
on. You could always be putting on a presence.
I needed a place to stay. They told me I just needed to sign right there. And voila. I would have a nice house. Not a nice house, a nice bed. But I am now welcome here in this chamber.
You quickly kind of tap yourself. And you feel a piece of paper, and this was your signature, and you open it. You can open it real quick.
Oh, is this?
And it has the date on it. and the date says 7th moon, 6th night, 1000.
Is it currently the 7th moon of the 6 9 months? Yeah. Do I know? Do I know what date? You
Yeah.
guys know what?
So
Yeah, do we know what date it is?
you do. You know it is the 11th moon, first night, 111. Oh, no, 1101.
Oh, bro, he went Avatar. You've been gone. You've been asleep for 100 years, my guy.
Ribbit. What
Can I-
is going on here? Sakura
I'm gonna
Blue.
tell him-
Can I
Sakura.
can I try to analyze the sort of history around the clothes he might be wearing?
I'm
Yeah,
gonna pull
sure.
out. I'm gonna pull out a picture of this maiden frog.
Mm.
It's like kind of like a black and white. Um, it looks more so
They're
like
all
a
sepia.
sketch. Like yeah, it looks more like a drawing instead of like a picture, like a photograph.
Can you
I got-
show it to him?
I got a
Shari.
I got a
Hey.
12 with fear.
Juniper, roll a knowledge check. And you said what was yours, Will?
12 with fear to analyze the historic era that his clothes are from.
Very good. Yep. I would let you know.
Everybody gets one of these. Bogart and Gladys get a free
What is-
D6.
For this current one?
Yeah. So it's my bard feature. After we roll so many times with fear, I get my rally dice to increase its value by 1. When it would increase its value above 6, I get to remove the die, and I rally the party. And each character that listens gets 1d6 rally to die. They can spin this die and add it to the result of any action, reaction, or damage roll.
Oh, so we can just
So-
use that at any time?
Yeah. So while you
It's
guys
kind of like
are-
a bardic inspiration.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, with extra steps. But
It's not
while
called
you
that.
guys are talking, exactly, it's called rally. You guys are talking, and I'm gonna be like,
Can you roll a knowledge check for me, real quick, while you're thinking?
yeah, I absolutely
Because
can.
he shows you a picture. He shows you a picture of a maiden.
I don't show you. I look at it.
Oh, you don't show it to them.
They can
I look
see
over
it.
his shoulder because
Yeah,
Yeah, they can
yeah.
see it, but
I'll
it's
be
not
right back.
like I'm showing them.
I just
Okay.
got a 14 with fear.
14 with fear. Man, I am racking up fear points, boys. Y'all are messed up. You remember your grandfather Valinia tell a story that one night he was performing, and he remembered meeting this maiden frog that he called his
Me,
ribbit.
Shari. Oh, we.
And the way she looks reminds you of your grandfather's
ribbit.
faithful conquest.
I don't know that my grandpapa would be telling me stories of being lovers in the nighttime with frog people.
Yeah, he never could relate. He could never relate to Cedrus. He was a little out there, but he always related to you a little bit more.
Are you saying I'm into rough rock people?
I'm not saying it. That you said that.
Do I remember the name of the frog lady
Yes, you do.
that my grandpapa told me about?
Yeah, you do. Hold on one moment.
You've got to text Evan to tell you the name so you can tell me what the name is.
Yeah. No, I just got to look up. I got to look up a frog name generator. It's been a
Yep.
while since DM, boys.
Coming up with a name for his
use that.
maiden.
Yeah. You remember the name of Erdle?
Is that
Hurdle.
Hurdle?
They have frog name generators online?
They have everything
I
generators.
think that's the
online.
most
It scares
surprising
me how
part of
quick
this.
that took.
Yeah.
No, that was our sister. Mine was Toadstool. She was our princess.
And you remember that he said that it was a double conquest, and he got sisters. And one was named Toadstool.
His name's Hurdle. I really don't think that Valinia would tell me this.
He did. I said he did because I'm playing him. He's speaking to you from the past.
Wait, also, wouldn't that make Volinia is still alive right now? So you're telling me that my grandfather, my great grandfather, is like 100 and something years old, and he was a human. He's like 140 and is banging frog chicks.
No, this dude's been in here for 100 years. He could have done it 100 years ago.
Oh,
Exactly.
that's true. Yeah, that's different.
Linnea was that dude,
Well,
bro.
he is that dude, but he's not that dude that can live to be like 100, however old.
Yeah, he can.
I don't know. You're just messing with my head canon right now.
He was blessed by Durin Maceworth.
Durin traveled with you, not
I know.
Lydia.
All these names are so unfamiliar.
Oh, it's all campaigns that we
No, I
played.
played a goblin named you because he didn't have a name. Everyone just said, "Hey, you."
And he called my character Doo-Doo. Used to make me mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Bogart, you are looking at this picture, and a small part of you believes that she may be dead, she may be gone.
You see one tear streak down his face, and then because he's a frog, it kind of gets absorbed back into his skin, and he just like licks it.
Mm. There's a fly on the wall, by the way.
Can I use?
100 years.
Do I have to roll in order to get the fly?
Sure.
How do I roll?
2d12.
2d12.
What would that be?
One
And
has
one-
to be hope.
so
and one has
one is
to be
hope
fear.
and-
You
Yeah,
have to
one's hope,
assign
one's a fear.
a hope and a fear die.
Okay,
Make sure they're
which one would
distinct.
that be though? Like agility, finesse, instinct, whatever you use.
Your froggy features
My froggy features. That's a
is no bonuses.
What is your race? Your race is no bonus.
I do have a bonus with race, but I forget what it is.
It'll say on your character sheet in effects and features. So
Right.
Oh yeah.
I can breathe.
under your ancestry.
Oh,
You
I
don't have a
have
racial bonus. You have an ancestral bonus.
a long, powerful tongue to grab onto things close to you. I can also mark stress to unleash it as a finesse close weapon that does a d12 physical damage.
That's good.
So it's finesse.
Yeah, but I mean, it just says that he can just use it. If he's not using it as a weapon, it just happens. So
We'll just use a 19 with fear.
oh no.
Said a 19 with fear.
Yeah.
Mm. Guys, I am now at max at 10 fear points.
Oh.
You guys better be worried. You're trapped in a time loop you can't get out of in a place you're unfamiliar with. Yeah, so you see, you do strike the wall, and you catch the fly and you pull it back. When you do, it had been a little bit out of practice, but you're able to get it, and you feel the taste of a fly again, and now it's kind of set in that you've missed a lot in your life. You are kind of upset. You were desperate for one night
One night of what?
of slumber, of sleep, and you missed 100 years because of it.
What is going on now? What year is it?
It is 1101. The 11th moon, the first night. 11111101.
Wow. 111 1011
No.
111
111
111
1101.
At some point, my robot circuits start almost short circuiting because I think you speaking to me in a binary, but you're not.
You know what
like,
can
"You're
fix
not
that?
making any sense.
You know what that? You know what can fix that?
01011101. Is that what
Software
it is?
update.
Software update.
System
It can fix
reset.
it. It can fix it. Yeah.
What year
So
was- yeah. Who are you?
Hmm?
And why have you freed me from this?
Unfortunately,
My
it
name
looks
is
like we're stuck in the exact same situation you are, my friend.
yes.
Hmm.
I'm Juniper, and this is Gladys. We're uh, we're currently trying to escape this building. We almost shared the same fate as you, but our
That is
our
a
instincts kicked in just
walking
slightly quick.
Hunkometo.
Yeah. He gets that, but
Uh,
probably wouldn't mention it to him if I were you.
is that a man just wearing armor, but it is full of armor?
Well, unfortunately, my creation date goes to about 70 years past from today, so
We do not have what are you? We do not have what this is. Back in my day, in my land, just frogs. Ribbit. Everywhere.
I
How
was
very
built for
close-minded of you.
I was built for a sole purpose, but now I'm seeking for another.
Close minded, I am just asking what this is, what he is. This is a man of metal, is it not?
I am no man.
Hmm. You are a frog like me, you ribbit.
Unfortunately, that is not the case.
Hmm. Magic?
Unfortunately, I never got an answer myself.
Hmm. You are spirit. Metal spirit, we? Hmm.
Maybe
I'm,
he's the friends he made along the way.
I'm just gonna turn towards Juniper and say, unfortunately, he keeps rambling about an answer that I don't know either.
Hmm.
Well, uh, what is your name? I was trying to just cut off the frog from asking questions because it's bothering Gladys.
My
Trying to
name
steer him.
is, and I'm gonna do like my name is, and but like as soon as like in between, I'm just gonna like lick my eye. I just keep on like it's like a random tick. Like every couple minutes, I'm just gonna keep on licking my eyes. Boger. Oui.
Oh, yeah. Um, well, we're currently trying to escape.
Please, please.
Would you like to join us?
Anything to get out of here. And well, I can return to my life. But maybe I will make something new.
We've tried the front door a couple of times, and
Hmm.
we've ended up in the same place. So
Is there a back door?
that was exactly what I was thinking. So
Hmm.
Is there a reason you ended up in this facility in the first place?
I signed some contract and I am now here. Woken up. I went to bed. They said, we'll do a little experiment on you. And I said, okay. As long as I get to sleep. And now I awake 100 years later. And I am an old frog. And my toadstool is gone. Ribbit.
A few minutes pass, and
What do I see? Oh,
oh,
sorry.
go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, what do I see around this room again? I kind of forget.
Solid white,
Okay.
white floors, everything. You do see one of the rooms, or the to the right of you. You know that each pod has two. One of them is closed, but none of the monitors or anything are going off. Um, you see a cabinet, and then you see a couple of chairs. You see a place for this person who could walk in and monitor you to wash their hands. It's really about it. The door that they entered into is now shut, of course, because they auto shut. But the one to the right of you, you do remember. I want you to think hard. Can you roll a knowledge check for me? See if you remember who came in with you.
That is a 14 with hope.
Mm. Your sweet toadstool. She adventured with you that night. She signed the contract with you. You remember seeing her as the door was shut. Why is her monitor not going off? Why did she not open up when you did?
I'm gonna run over to like the monitor I'm gonna like run over to like that glass, get a
And you
glass pot and start banging on it.
And as you
So
do, you kind of clear back a big thing of dust. And you kind of see a shriveled up frog person.
Like mummied, like mummified esque.
And you see the semblance of a pink bow that she would wear in her hair.
Mi amor. Mi amor. No, I cannot believe this. It is so sad. I want to break open, trying to break open.
Roll a strength check. Roll a pry check.
Lacus.
14 with hope.
42 with
It
hope.
may be.
You're able to, you keep smacking the open button, and every time you just become more and more frustrated, and you finally click it and then jimmy it open just a little bit with whatever you may have had on you, and it opens up, and the stench of rotting flesh hits your nostrils. Juniper is so bad that you have to kind of shield your face away.
I'm gonna tell Gladys that I think it would be better if he doesn't get to see the body. So grab him and we'll run.
Yeah, I'm sort of gonna pick him up and start running with him.
I'm going to try and break free out of this. No, we cannot believe her behind. We must take her. We
There's
must do
nothing
something.
left of her, Bogar.
I don't know. Yeah, what do
Maybe I don't know. This is a man made of metal. Maybe we could revive her to some sort of spirit. I don't know. Maybe we could do something. Please.
I don't
It's been
recall
100
reading
years.
anything about contested roles in this game. Do they exist? Do we know?
Probably not.
As of right
roll.
now,
Write that,
as of
write
right
that
now,
down.
they
Write that down.
You're on
yeah,
a
you might.
roll.
Yeah, we'll actually make a note of that. You're welcome, Critical Role, sponsor us.
We can roll, but I don't think they would have to do with hope or fear, right? If it's contested against one another.
Well, he needs to roll with fear.
Wait, what?
He's gonna have it. He needs to roll with fear. He's gonna roll with disadvantage against you.
Okay.
So with disadvantage, I roll a d6, but just take that minus.
Yeah,
Yes.
you minus it.
Because he is overcome by emotion.
And then okay, I got 11. So
Hope that's I hope that's how that
I
mechanic
get
works.
I got a 12, so
With-
you already lost.
yeah, I got an 8.
Got an 8. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's kind of how that works because
Like, would my contested matter if I got hope with it? Like, would I add that? I don't know.
no, you mean you've already passed, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So he is sitting there and he's like kind of humbering, like I need her, and you start gesturing him out of the
I
the
would have
room.
I would have straight picked them up, bear hug style.
Oh, and you pick him up, and you just walk him to the door. Juniper opens it, and one last glimpse into the casket as you're walking to the door, Juniper, you start kind of freaking out that maybe this is what Cedrus wanted me to know, that this is infinite. We can't leave. And you add a stress point to yourself. But you're able to open the door and you walk back out.
Is it? Do I add a stress point or no?
No, Juniper does. Because they've
I'm
now lived
going
through
to
this
like
3 times.
as it's like all going down and like Bogart is like flailing and screaming for his amore or
Mon amour, oui.
I'm going to be like, trust me, it's better this way. Don't fight it. You'll thank me. And like Gladys is just like
Where are y'all heading to now?
just deeper into the
Deeper.
complex.
Minutes turn to hours as you feel yourself walking through door after door after door after door. It's all the same. And you don't quite understand why it's able to repeat itself over and over again. But you continue to walk. And you walk. And you walk. You might want to roll an instinct check as you're walking.
I'll do it with my rallied, and then spend a hope point to use my robotic analysis as well.
Noise. Big money.
After everything, that is can't do math in my head. 18 with hope.
18 with hope. You get the feeling that as you're walking, you're not repeating the same spot over and over again. This room or this hallway just goes on infinitely. But you do notice that every few doors, some are locked, some are unlocked, some are locked, some are unlocked. Why is it that these doors are actually being unlocked? Are people passing the analysis? Are they passing the survey and being let go? You're not quite sure yet, but you do sense a pattern that every 4 or 5 doors you see an unlocked door. You get the feeling that there's a reason this is happening. This isn't just, oh, there's an open room, let's put somebody in there.
Can we check one of the opened rooms and see if that gives us any clues to why?
Yeah, you can open one of the, yeah, so you come up to your next opened room and it's unlocked.
Yeah, go in.
You walk in. You see a room with everything that's been in there.
Okay, yeah. Then we'll just keep walking down the hallway for infinity.
Nobody in the pods.
No, no one in the pods. You do know that they've been slept in. They look like they've been slept in.
Are there names marked or anything?
Yes, there are names marked. On one of the screens, you see a name. It says Mel, 25, 375 years. And you see race Tabaxi, and you see the name Rare.
You mean Katari and
Mm.
Ancestry.
Tabaxi is not a thing in this game.
Oh. I got my D&D fantasy name generator. I don't know all of the races yet. Sorry, Critical Role. That, you see that name on there, race. I wanted to throw out different races because I was just going to say human the whole time, and that would have been lame.
It's fair.
You see that on the screen, 385 years. Go ahead and roll, each of you roll a knowledge check, except Bogart. So you wouldn't, I don't think you looked at his screen.
Bugger, do you happen to recognize any of these people or names?
375. I do not recognize. It is too old for me, even.
375 years ago or the year 375?
They're talking to me or talking to Toby?
Toby.
Yeah, one more time.
The year 375? Or 375 years ago?
375 years. That's just all it says, no context.
Yeah.
But when you roll your knowledge roll, I'll explain.
I got a 10 with fear.
10 with fear.
I got a 13 with hope.
13 with hope. Both of you kind of quickly remember that when you looked at Bogart's screen, it had on there 125 years.
Okay, so these guys have been in here for 300 years.
And they're still
And-
alive and well?
Yes, the monitors are going. They're just sleeping there peacefully. You do remember with that knowledge check on your screen, Juniper, it had 276 years on your screen. And Gladys, it had 1,000 years on your screen.
So is it an estimation of when they think that? Hold on, we never got in the pods though. So is this an estimation of how long they think will last in the pod? Or are you saying that in the time loop we woke up from the pod and we had been in the pod for
Monsieur,
that amount of time?
I have an idea, Monsieur. What if this is some sort of power source? No, they use humans. Big metal man, 1,000 years. Me, small frog, 125. Who knows? They might be using our energy or essence in order to power something. Just an idea. I don't know.
He's a smart frog.
Can I kind of roll to see if that's kind of true?
High or low?
We're gonna go low.
Hmm. You will first gain a hope. Your synopsis of what you're saying is almost true, where you think you now have a lead. What you were thinking of, all three of you, is not how long you've been in there, but how long you was going to be in there.
Yeah,
So with your collective roles, you've kind of would almost get that correct. So I'll give it to you. What are you saying, Will?
I was just going to go ahead and search through my internal database, basically, for like sort of dates, records of everything, of my own personal history. But since you said that, I'm not going to do that.
Very well. But these two individuals are alive and well.
Mm.
Do you think, Monsieur, that
Do I remember like what Toadstool's monitor said for her years or something?
Yeah. Yeah. It said. I think it said 101 years.
Oh, we
And-
just missed her.
so?
We missed her by like
Mono.
4 months. How's that
Would've-
make you feel?
It would appear that even if we got her out, she would not have had very long to live.
I'm gonna just a
That's
tear,
exactly what I would expect from a clank.
tear, and then stick another tongue.
But you now get the feeling that if you keep walking this way, you're just going to keep walking forever. There may be a clue back to the reception's desk. Maybe there's more to this place than just the rooms to the test subjects. But something begins to
Nah, let's
happen.
keep going down the hallway.
But something begins to happen. You've been awake for a long time. Your body starts to tense up, and you start kind of shaking a little bit. All three of you hit the floor.
Can I, before that, make a record log of exactly where I am and when I am before I fall asleep?
Very well.
As I'm noticing that I'm tensing up.
You record the time. It is the 11th moon, day 1, 11:001 at dawn. And
For a
you
precise time.
Bogart, you were asleep in your pod. And Juniper, Gladys. So, this survey is going to last just a couple of minutes. You can...
Wait, so when we woke up, Bogart was with us?
No, Bogart is in his pod asleep. Bogart, you are asleep, and what you feel or what you see, you are in a area of like a really nice home or group of homes. And you're walking around and everything feels normal and natural. Go ahead and roll an instinct check for me.
Ooh, I think I'm about to see a tabaxi. I rolled a 6 with hope.
With hope.
Can I also roll with that little thing that?
The
Yeah,
James
rally?
you can
me?
add that extra d6. Yeah.
So that makes it that a 9.
A 9. Okay. You don't see anybody that you recognize, but something feels off. Like you wasn't here a minute ago. You've been here before, but you wasn't just here. You kind of walking to your really nice house. You smell the the smell of freshly baked goods. Your wife is there cooking. You can see the outline of her body and her face. But she doesn't feel real.
I'm gonna go up to her and I'm gonna give her a loving embrace.
She embraces you back.
Hmm.
And she whispers in your ear, "Wake up." We'll go back to you two. You guys are... Oh, go ahead.
No,
Wanna say something?
yeah, it's all good.
She says, "Wake up." We'll go back to you two.
I assume we auto sleeped the guy.
You don't have to,
So
but you
we
can.
come back with every. So
You come back with your memories, yes. You're not losing in time loops. Normally they don't lose their memories. Just it's not a time loop, but
Can I do an
that you
internal
know of.
time check compared against the one from earlier?
Yes. 1 day has passed.
I'm gonna relay this information to Juniper and say, according to the time logs they took before we passed out, it would look like it's been approximately 1 day each time we repeat our cycle.
or look at the doctor and ask. I don't know that we've ingested anything. As far as food that's not been given to us voluntarily, unless you feed us while we are asleep.
I mean, are you hungry? And he smiles real big.
So I'm not sure what is causing our bodies to fail us, and so consistently as well.
I don't know what you mean, actually. Go ahead and roll an instinct check about what he says. I don't know what you mean.
Can I?
Good.
Shit. Can I do an internal systems check? See if anything's
Software
wrong.
update.
No.
It never gets old.
It does it. It's hilarious. At least to me, it is.
Ooh! Crit on 8s.
Okay.
My God,
We'll go back to you. What'd you roll, Kellum? Or
I'm gonna
Juniper?
add my rally die.
Sure you are.
Yes. So I rolled a 16 with hope.
And with hope.
Wait. And
Um,
wait, what kind of check was it?
instinct. When he
Instinct, yes,
says,
16
when
with
he's
hope.
like, I wouldn't know. Um, yeah. So first off, this guy looks the same, but something is just slightly off with him. His nose has gotten bigger. From the first time you met him, he looked relatively normal, but his nose has gotten different.
Does he lie?
I don't know. Gladys, you do an internal. What was you specifically wanting to check?
An internal systems check to see what might be causing me to sleep.
There is something that has attached itself to you. You don't know where it is, but you do know that it's not in your system. Something was put there, but you're not 100% sure how it got there and what it is. It's definitely something you've never seen before.
I sense that something regional is causing us to fall asleep consistently.
Could you spend some time and try to isolate the region?
I could, after some time.
Oh, we've got nothing but it seems. You were saying, Doctor?
I mean, are you going to put me to sleep or?
Hmm.
Why would he know that?
Did he
And he
fall on his face last time?
and he falls asleep when he says that. Oh.
Wait, what? But I didn't put him to sleep. So it has to follow like a certain series of events. I'm so confused now.
It seems that this world maintains an order of repeatability.
So by putting him to sleep the first time, he'll always sleep.
And we are
The
doomed to
door will
fall the
always come
same.
off its hinges. We'll always find Bogart, but his lover will always be dead.
As you say that, the door just falls down. And you get the strong urge to walk out the door.
Oh, wow, I guess I'll follow the urge, apparently.
Same thing, and I guess I don't know. Did we go get Bogart?
You go get Bogart.
Heck yeah, I'm gonna go get Bogart.
Okay. So you go and you find Bogart.
What a lovely, wonderful day in the French world.
This is me talking in my sleep.
Yeah. So you get back to it. The door is, of course, it's locked, but you unlock it and you walk in, and there he is.
Bogart, do you recall anything from
Oh, you just
yesterday's
gotta open-
events?
Yeah, I'm still
opens it.
sleeping.
He opens
Oh.
it.
Ribbit.
What's going on? For 1 second, I thought I was in a world, a beautiful world. And I recognized you. A man in this metal machine. Juniper? Gladys?
The very same.
What is going on right now?
Fortunately, we are just as lost as you are.
But the game master told us to go to the front desk, so we're gonna try that.
Am I toadstool? Is she still?
And look over.
Unfortunately, yes.
You notice when you turn to the left, her pod is open and she has been removed.
Am I toadstool? I will find you, and I will bury you. Give you a proper burial. I swear on it.
According to any data analysis I did, it's only been 1 day since we last saw you.
Interesting.
Was that Toby?
That
Has
you
it been
know
1
of.
day?
That you know of.
What?
Okay. Yeah. So you guys, you make that statement that she's like, maybe there's something else. If we keep walking, we're gonna go infinitely. So you can walk back out if you'd like the door.
Yeah, and then we walk into Infinity.
You gotta keep walking to infinity.
Yep. DM it. DM us to Infinity.
And beyond. I mean, yeah, if you keep walking, you're just gonna keep going through.
Can the GM will it that I go to bed soon?
Yeah.
And then I
mean-
don't walk down infinite hallways.
I
I'm
gotta
just
do
trying to
was-
make Toby think. I'm trying to. He said, well, if you go this way, you walk down Infinity. And I'm like, okay, I'll call your bluff.
Come up with new rooms then.
Keep walking. What
I was
feels
like, I've
like
always wanted to know what Infinity looks like.
you keep walking, and what it feels like infinity. Hours turns into days, into months, into weeks. You die of starvation.
You
Everybody roll me
die.
character.
You all die of dysentery.
You keep
Time to roll
walking.
a new character.
You keep walking to the right, and your mind begins to say, well, can something really last infinity? And so you really want to challenge that. You know you have all the time in the world, so it doesn't really matter. So you walk for a couple of hours. The doors begin to... Everybody roll an instinct check.
I refuse to notice.
I had a 17 with
Ooh,
hope.
baby.
17
21
with hope. Too.
21 with hope.
They will. You notice that as you have been walking for hours, the doors kind of start getting a little bit smaller. There's some things that aren't quite adding up. Then you come to a wall with a turn to the right.
I'll turn to the right.
I'll turn to the right too.
And as you're walking down these, you start seeing names on the doors like DR Loomis, DR Catlin, DR, and just over and over and over and
I want to
over.
go inside one of the DR
Okay,
doors.
which one? Which one would you like to go? Doesn't matter.
Let's go to the first one. The first.
Loomis. Sounds dope.
So, you of course these doors are different. They are a little bit more heavy duty. They are shut. There is no lock on the outside of them, but you kind of walk up to it and you turn the knob. It is unlocked, and you open the door. And there is a desk with files all covered on it. You see, well, it looks like almost like like a piece of, um, like a piece of glass hooked up to the wall. There's a couple of bookshelves. There is a kind of a window to the far left that kind of looks out, and you can't really see anything because there's a cloth covering it. Um, but you do see all these files. You see like a place to sit down. You see a place to sit and write, almost like a desk.
The first thing that Juniper would do would be to go pull back the curtain and try to look out the window.
When you do, you see what looks like almost an ocean. And you see like these huge waves of beautiful, like just clouds and everything your heart can desire. You see on the far left, you see like what looks to be a piece of land on the far left. But something is odd. You look kind of down and you see almost like the water moving, and it shouldn't be moving the way it is. And the piece of land slowly kind of starts. You see kind of it looks like a movement of water, and the land is kind of pushing away slowly.
I want to go.
Am I supposed to assume that we're on a ship? Sorry, what were you gonna say, Poker?
We're on a dreamboat. I want to go over to the desk and start
Mhm.
reading some of the things that are on the desk.
Okay. Are you specifically trying to pick up something, or are you just whatever catches your eye?
I'm just like scanning across the desk just to see.
So you open it and it says one of them is like test subject 713, human boy, 107 years.
I want to read.
Showed no signs of depression, anxiety, happiness levels through the roof. We may be close to getting a full comprehensive test. We could go global.
Guys are about to go public with their stocks.
I want to go ahead and read one of those car magazines that you see in like a dentist's office lobby that I would never care about to read otherwise.
Yeah, you look at you find Horse Carriage Weekly.
Yeah.
No, I mean, you pick up a magazine, you don't know what it is. You see these mechanical, and you actually, the first one you look, you see a red, like almost kind of slender body, and you see the wheels, and your mechanical mind, you kind of get attracted a little bit. You're like, yeah.
I knew where this is going.
Bro, can I see if there's a Jousts Illustrated?
No,
Oh,
there's no
anyway.
Just Illustrated.
Is there a lusty Argonian maid?
In your dream world,
Ooh, we're all asleep again.
no.
The doctor wakes us up. So this survey.
Yeah, but I mean, that's kind of what you see. It's a bunch of test subject files.
I'm gonna use 4 fear tokens to go ahead and initiate combat. You all wake up. I was the GM all along.
I want to see if I can find my file specifically. Just kind of.
Oh yeah, actually, I was gonna do that same thing. Can I try to find my and Gladys's file?
Yeah, roll a knowledge check to see if you remember your doctor's name.
Dr. Busted Nose. I rolled a 3 with hope.
I rolled a 13 with fear.
13 with fear.
I'm gonna do a robotic analysis on these documents.
Okay.
Yeah, you said it was just instinct.
Or knowledge.
Oh, same.
Oh, then it was a 4 with hope. Sorry.
Ooh. I do math. 18 with hope.
You do with hope. You do a quick analysis of the table. It is a bunch of files for a lot of test subjects. With your knowledge check and you remembering, you don't see your names on any of these, but you do remember that your doctor was named Dr. Zakim. Dr. Zakim. And this doctor was the one who fell and just broke his nose again. Um, but he is going to be your doctor. And what did you roll, Bogart?
A 13 with fear.
13 with fear. You do
I
remember
shudder.
that. You remember that your doctor was Dr. Mio. Dr. Mio.
I want to leave the room, and
Yep.
I want to go see if I can find Dr. Mio.
Okay.
Is there anything-
So you both, you all three kind of stumble out of there. Not stumble, but you walk out of there. And you walk for a few moments, and you do find Dr. Zakim's office.
Walk in.
So you go and you open it, and you kind of just see a man sitting at the desk with his head down, kind of asleep.
Is there anything funny about his nose?
Yes, it's broken.
Real quick, this is just, Toby, did you get like an idea from this from, what was it, the House of Hope from BG3?
No, so I put in just ChatGPT. I just said cool idea, and it gave me a name, the Architect. And this is just all off the dome. It's low key inspired by Westworld. Like
never watched it.
Is
Westworld.
that the video game where they're like you have to be happy and then it's like
No, that's Happy
dystopian?
Ones. Great game.
No.
But no,
Westworld
Okay,
is
that's what I
Westworld
was
is like
thinking of.
everybody's like animatronics and like they're
Yeah.
all like you fuel desires and stuff. Kind of just rumored like that. Just kind of something I thought of. But it gave me a name, the Architect. Thought that was really cool, so I just been going with it. But yeah, so you see a man kind of asleep with a broken nose. Well, it's blue. You can tell it's broken. But you kind of just all walk in and shut the door, and he's just not paying you any attention because he's asleep.
I'm gonna start scanning his room.
I'm gonna
Oh,
like,
wait. Instinct check. Go ahead.
I want to start poking him.
No, you just walk up and poke him.
I'm gonna poke him.
Oh.
10 with fear.
10 with fear. You don't notice too much stuff. You do see your name on a file that he has like underneath him that he was asleep on. Both of your names, both Juniper and Gladys. And so you poke him and he wakes up.
I want
How
to
did you-
ask him.
Ooh, what?
As
wanna-
soon as he wakes up, I'm gonna ask: is the reason that we stay asleep for a full day in between the loop is because it takes you so long to walk to your office and back?
Well, we actually have a way to get through it a little bit quicker than you can. It's not that you walk forever. It's there's a reason why it takes so long.
Do I put my sword with me at all?
Sure.
I'm gonna pull out my sword. I'm gonna threaten him. I'm gonna put it up to his neck.
I'm
Oh, heck
going
yeah.
to go ahead and do a threatening aura experience and sort of say, if you want your nose broken a second time today, I gladly do the honors.
Well, I mean, we don't have to do that. That's just something that you could do, but you don't have to. I mean, we're pals, right? I mean, we've seen each other a few times now.
I want to stick my sword a little bit deeper into his neck, so like it starts like starts to indent a little bit. Not gonna hurt him.
I'm gonna start
I want
recounting
you to-
everything that has been going on since we got here.
Yeah. I mean, I know everything that's going on here. I mean, you're my subject. I mean,
Since we got here, I'm gonna say you've committed forgery. You've held us against our will.
well, there's no. Nobody's committed forgery, and we haven't held you against your will. You've had the opportunity to leave. You just come back here because you haven't finished your survey. It literally says it on the dotted line. You must finish.
Yeah, but the survey kills us.
No, it doesn't kill you. You go to sleep for 2 to 3 minutes.
I was
Bogart.
asleep for
Bogart
2
has
to
been
3
asleep
minutes.
for 101 years.
And
His
I
Well,
want
wife is dead.
Well, our
I-
time is not the same
like
as the architect's time.
so what I want to do
His 1
is
minute could be 100 years for you.
so what I want to do is I want to take out my sword. I'm just going to do like a little swipe like right here just to like the prick some blood.
I want you to tell me where I am at right now and how to get out
Well, you are
before I
in
cut
the,
your head off.
Well, see, we shouldn't be too hasty, but we're in Bakrat.
I want to do
it's a
like another
village.
swipe down to like the other like a whoosh.
I am
Mm.
not here to play games.
And
Tell
he
me.
kind of wipes his like kind of blood and just that is only the 3rd time you've ever actually struck me.
Oh, what do you mean?
I'm gonna go to as soon as he starts his maniacal laugh. I'm going to spend all 5 of my hope to shoot magical projectiles that automatically strike an enemy within close range.
Sniper missile.
He laughs. He laughs.
5d6.
Mhm.
6, 5, 11 plus 2.
Can I take the
math.
back of his head and shove it into his desk?
This is
Do whatever you
violence.
want.
You're gonna kill him.
That's 22 damage.
22 damage. Okay.
What did you say, Toby?
He said you can do whatever you want.
You can do whatever you want. So he begins to maniacally laugh. And as he's sitting in his chair, you just see missiles. As he coughs a little bit of blood.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab the back of his head and then just literally shove it into the desk.
So are you like just hitting him one time or just leaving it down there?
Just shoving it down there.
Oh, seems I may have struck a nerve with you 3.
You better tell us where we are and how to get out of here.
See, the thing is,
You stole my life from me. And my
I didn't
lovers, man.
I didn't steal anything. The only thing I stole was actually nothing. You're stealing from me by not finishing your time.
You
You
should
still have
tell
a
us.
couple of minutes left.
You
You
should
lie.
tell us more about your architect before we go.
I could tell you a lot of things. Who the architect is, what he or she smells like, what she tastes like. I could tell you all these things. And maybe I have once
Very
before.
interesting.
And maybe I have once before. But maybe I haven't. Like I said, this is the first time you struck me. Not the first time you hit me with those missiles, Juniper. And Gladys, this is definitely the strongest you felt. And he kind of just pops his back just a little bit. While you're down there, can you push the little lower part of my back? It's been hurting a little bit.
I'm gonna strike it with as much force as possible, trying to break his back.
Okay. So you strike down on it. Oh, and it pops. Oh, I haven't felt this good in years. Months, weeks, they all feel the same. And he sits up in his chair again, and he pulls out all the arrows. Oh. Well, I guess I'll see you in a few minutes. And he snaps his fingers, and you each 3 hit the floor.
Alright, I'm calling it.
Call him what?
Like we're going to bed.
Yeah, I'm fixing